The problem with trying to overhaul our nutrition is that we often try to address the whole thing at once. We try to one and done it. It's on Monday, everything changes. The thing is, the goal is the same, structure and consistency. The challenge or the obstacles we face are probably different depending on the meal. For breakfast, it could be complexity or time. For lunch, it could be availability, logistics, autonomy. For dinner, it could be complexity, prep and cleanup, fatigue, and desire for novelty and comfort. That means that what we're facing all day long is going to be completely different. Instead, we want to be intentional and focused, and we want to tackle one meal at a time. So after brainstorming meal choices, choose one of 2 to 3 meal options. You got that? Check. Then we want to break down the execution into steps. Is this going to require me to shop more frequently? Do I need to make sure that pan is clean? You get the picture. Then we can check it off. Test it for a week. Check. Evaluate the results. Okay, what's working and what's not working? Then we want to optimize as necessary. What are some steps to make this easier? And then we want to decide if it meets the definition of done. Can we move on or does this need more practice? Test again or move forward. These are the things you definitely want to make sure you think through. Will you require steps to make this a regular option? For instance, so if you put sugar and creamer in your coffee, maybe you want to eliminate one, maybe you want to eliminate them both at the same time, maybe you want to do it in incremental steps. This could be true too if you're eating something at a bigger portion and you want to gradually cut down that size. And here we are. Is the portion size appropriate? Too much? You can cut the portion and then add a whole food to compensate for the volume. So you're not just all of a sudden hungry or feeling like you're deprived. If it's too little, add a whole food to compensate. So we're talking a piece of fruit, some veg, a whole grain, something like that that will complement what you're eating and maybe add some additional volume. What steps are required to make this repeatable? For instance, do you need to get up early? Do you need to shop more frequently, which is common with whole foods and produce? Do you need to set up the night before? These are the things you really want to walk through in your brain. Then we go to the inspection phase, and that's to practice and determine repeatability. It's not going to be a solution forever. You're going to have to find alternate meals or move on entirely. Did this work 80% of the time? If not, determine a mitigation plan. Assess how you feel. Are you snacking before lunch and is the snack aligned with your goal? If you're snacking before lunch, that might be fine. You might be a snacker. But if you're snacking before lunch because breakfast isn't working for you, then you may need to come up with a different plan. Do you lose energy, focus, or feel hangry before lunch? If yes, decide to revamp the meal or try something else. This is all assuming we're working on breakfast. What factors usually lead to failure? So you may have your plan completely ironed out and there's an external factor that's messing with you. Work suddenly demands a different meeting, a different schedule. Your family has some demands of their own. Can the process be streamlined or optimized? We're always looking for continuous improvement. You're building solid processes and you're building your confidence. You're winning, creating success, building on what you're learning from the first meal. And you're growing your mastery so that by the time you get to the end of the day, your habits are solid.